shows, but Lewis, what's going on?
Uh, la- Ladies and gentlemen, uh, we have a rare sighting here. All right.
Okay, what you mean?
Last time Brandon looked like his age, he was working at the hospital, 21 years old. Brandon completely posts videos, t-shirts,
Yeah,
gym shorts.
yeah,
Complete opposite of have his wife dress.
yeah, for the most part,
Today, Brandon came on here just like his mama used to dress him. Presentable. Huh?
You're right. You're right. My mom used to work part time at Belk and get us all the Tommy Hilfiger and polo shirts. So this is
So-
one of them actually that I could still wear from high school.
So Brandon got the vintage polo 2002, probably worth about $25 now, used on the used market. And I got the AR filter on my skin a little bit. Do it look a little better? Huh?
Well, your camera always look good. I can't really tell the difference.
And Brandon, now see
What?
Brandon, I like you, Brandon, because you always tried to make something sound good, but it ain't.
All right. Well, let me zoom in first. Let me make it.
No,
bigger.
don't zoom. No, don't
Yeah,
zoom,
yeah.
man. No.
Let me see. Yeah.
Nah, you may catch the
Because-
lace front. Oh, I want you to see the lace front. Shit. Brandon always tried to say, Brandon know he got a good camera, and my camera be looking janky.
No, that's
He come
not
on,
true. That's not
your camera
true.
be looking good, and I edit the videos all the time.
That's not true though. And like I said last time, I think it's because I'm the home base as far as the StreamYard is set up. So most of the pixels and everything is gonna go to me. So it's like you punching in to the feed that we got going on. But I hear what you're saying. But I was like, dang, because I went to the you probably saw some of the videos. I went to the little rodeo country. I was in the country riding horses and ATVs.
I didn't see that
with
on no
family.
video.
Okay.
When was this?
Oh, I posted it today on my what's it called? My channel, my Beach Days channel. But I was telling you, I think you were calling me the other day, and I was telling you I was going to my grandparents' house.
Wait, no, you said you was on the road. That was Saturday.
Yeah, I was on the road. I think I texted you. We saw my grandparent, but that's what we did over the weekend. We went to Chapel Hill, saw my grandparents. My little brother came up there. He had his daughter up there, so that was a good visit. We stayed for about an hour or something. Then we headed to Lancaster, where my wife's family is from. And
Lancaster.
yeah,
Oh,
Lancaster,
South Carolina.
Yeah. So drove there. They had horses, ATVs.
Lancaster?
Yeah, I think they say Lancaster, but I
Right
think other
outside
places.
of Folkville, right?
Yeah,
Down
yeah.
the street.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Up
yeah,
north, they
that's-
might say Lancaster. So
Yeah.
it's all the same. But yeah, they wanted to dress up. So the other day, I went and got cowboy boots. So because I said I wanted to get some cowboy boots. I got a cowboy hat. That's one of the things I said I wanted. I said, man, I would get some real good boots. What? Well, go ahead before I finish. What?
So, dear black people,
Okay, look, I'm listening.
You could be from the South,
Okay.
but if you buy your first cowboy boots and camo, 35 years old, you're faking.
Okay, I can agree with that a little bit.
All
But
right, keep going.
sometimes things are in you, but you never purchased them, right? And I think that's something I want to do. I say, you know what? I never got any boots. I'm always in this I'm in this beach style. I'm in some shorts, some flip flops, t-shirt. I said, I'm gonna start changing it up because beginning when we was doing this show, we was like, we're gonna be presentable. We're gonna wear dress shirts every once in a while. Maybe put a suit on. Remember we said that?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. You still
And
want to do it?
Yeah, I still do want to do it. But what have I been doing? I wear a t-shirt, and lately I just been wearing jerseys on here. And I thought about wearing a jersey today, but I said I'm gonna just pull out one of the polo that I found because I was looking for something to wear to the cowboy thing. So I was like, I just go ahead and throw it on today and see what Lewis say. And Lewis never disappoints me. So
Yeah, that's a nice polo. I could see here, people. The quality of polo he got now, I can see the thickness.
yeah, it's thick. I'm gonna start
rail.
sweat. I'm gonna start sweat. I was kind of cold today, but whenever we do this show, the lights heat me up and I just start sweating. But this is a really good material polo shirt. and it's lasted over the years. I don't wear it a lot, because I just don't dress like this, but it still lasts. If I wash this 100 times versus a cheaper polo shirt or a cheaper button down, this is gonna last a lot longer.
How LED lights heating you up, Brandon?
That's just how I am. This and it's gonna go. It's gonna go back to what I was gonna talk about later too, about me going to the gym and how I feel like I start freaking out. Like for some reason, there's something with the lights and just a lot of stuff moving around. It works me up for some reason. It had me start sweating. But
oh no, is it coming back, Brandon? Coming back like my wrist coming back. Is it coming back?
We talking about now or just in general?
No, from high school, you can't be in the daytime. You only can stay up all night.
And that was a real thing.
Brandon turned to a motherfucking vampire. I can see daylight. Is it coming back, Brandon?
That's funny. I never thought about that, but no, that's hopefully that's not coming back. But I am. That's funny. How do you remember that?
Brandon, you my friend. Why ain't gonna remember that?
I forgot that. That's why I say that. But yeah, it was a time when I was in high school. My whole schedule flipped. Like I was up at night and I was sleeping during the day. So
yeah, we had to see Brandon at 9 o'clock at night. That's the whole time. So, the whole time you can see him. You can't see him during the day.
No,
only at night time.
But I got
sunlight. Then you turn in bino a little bit or something. Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, we had a good weekend. I was gonna, after we did the thing in Lancaster, we was gonna go to my mom's house, but we were so tired. We was like, we might as well just head back home. We ended up leaving MJ for the day, and he was okay when we got back. So it was a good visit. Got to see the family. And you feel pretty good spending quality time with your family, doing something like that, and seeing the kids having fun. And it wasn't like big and extravagant, but it still was at the same time.
Did Justin bring his whole family?
No. His wife was working, so just Justin and the baby.
Oh,
and my mom.
All right.
And like I said, we surprised my
grandfather. You did see your mom. Why you gonna go?
Well, I'm just saying I didn't go because she wanted us to spend time there, get some stuff. You know how that kind of stuff goes.
Emotional, so she gonna run y'all to do.
Yeah, and that's why I said, you know what? And that's kind of what she does too. And I got to tell her you can't do so much, and we're gonna see her this coming weekend because it's my daughter's birthday and she's having a birthday party at Dave and Buster's. So they'll be back. We'll get to see them again. Then you invited too. Yeah, Myrtle Beach.
Shit, Brandon, I ain't going nowhere. Brandon, I'm broke.
I know, but I still got to tell you. I said, I got to tell Louis.
How many people she got going there?
Well, we don't know, and that's the thing. Like, you got an RSVP. We put that on the invitation that she passed out to class. I think she said 2 people RSVP. So we do kind of gotta know how many people coming so we could tell them because they charge per person. So.
Oh, okay. So they go ahead and everybody like a $5 player. I think
they give you $20 card or unlimited. What they said, they're gonna feed you and do some other stuff too. So they got a menu, all kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, Brandon gonna have about 3 Little Caesars pizzas coming out there. Some balloons and a birthday count and some soda.
They got it better not be.
Well, what you mean you better not be?
They got different tiers. Like one tier you can do like pancakes and waffles and like little stuff like that. The next one is like pizza. You can do pizza.
So Brandon, you go to the Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say line up 10 toasters. The waffles, right? The damn toasters, ain't it? Huh?
Or the one with the batter. They pour the batter and they turn it over, and when it's done, it'll be turned up.
Nah, this Dave and Buster's 10 toasters and a bag of chicken fingers, chicken and waffles.
Yeah, right. But we opted for the burger one, so they're supposed to have different burgers and a bunch of stuff laid out. So we'll see how it is. Like I say, we haven't done this one
burgers.
Before.
Line up 10 microwaves.
Have you ate at Dave and Buster's before? I know you get your joke on, but
What did you get? What did you get?
I've got a burger from there before, and it wasn't that bad either for Dave and Buster's. Yeah, no, but I'm saying it better be on the line of what I ordered when I went to Dave and Buster's, one of the gourmet burgers, where it's not a thin patty, it's not just regular cheese slapped on the top, and heat it up. But we, like I say, we're gonna see. Go ahead.
Hey, you go to a restaurant, go to any restaurant. Brandon used to work at a restaurant. He had some microwaves lined up. How many microwaves you had, Brandon?
We didn't have any microwaves. We didn't. We didn't have no microwaves.
So the 5-star restaurant to have microwaves, but you can't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because do you necessarily need a microwave?
Yes.
Okay, for what?
Right.
Let me ask you
the reason you can't touch your plate when you break it out because it got out the microwave. They said the plate's hot because it came out the microwave, people.
Right. But most people don't think about that and don't realize why it is hot. Because if I'm getting food, the food should be hot, right? Not necessarily the plate if it's been cooked on a grill. But if it's been cooked on a grill, sat on a plate, and then got cold because they wait on everything else, and they throw it in the microwave for 30 seconds to heat it up real quick, then bring it out to you so you won't complain, that's a problem. But like I said, we could have did that. Bernie. So if we had a hot dog and we had some fries, we put it off to the side. I guess you could do the fries, but if we ever needed to reheat like a microwave some fries, we would just dip it in the fryer real quick.
No, it don't work like that, brother. Every time I go to fast food restaurants now in 2025, 2024, 2026, 75% chance the fries gonna be cold.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. Yeah. And or they got them on a heating lamp because people don't really care. And for those franchises, you're not gonna stop going to McDonald's. Whether they beat you up in the drive-through, give you bad food, curse you out, you're still going to go back to McDonald's. You're not going to hold it against that place. But when you have a franchise or your own restaurant, a Black-owned restaurant or something like that, if you have one bad experience, that person not going, then they're going to spread the word and other people may not go.
And McDonald's employees only beat you up by the zip code, people. Only by the zip code.
You're right.
Right now, my zip code ain't nothing but Negroes around us, But now I did a video on, I think it's our channel, Make Fast Food America Again. Mm-hmm. You remember that video?
I kind of remember. We'll go ahead.
That I went to different fast food restaurants.
Okay.
Count
that's the one.
the demographics. Yeah. Now, people, 2 years later is 100% one demographic. And they play Spanish music in the damn radio, Brandon.
Yeah. And they make, because they're trying to make it where you deal with the people less, so it's more automated. Even in the drive-thru, like I said, they do the AI thing in the drive-thru sometime, or if you go to McDonald's, you just order at the kiosk. If you go to the counter, they'll look at you crazy sometimes. And I've been there when it happens, so it's just like they go ahead.
Bojangles, January 2026, 2-Notch Road. I pull up. Let me speak to the person. I'm trying to save their jobs, right?
They don't understand that.
All right. The woman came up there with attitude. I said, I should smoke their eye. The woman came up there with attitude. Can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with an extra egg? Right? Yeah. And looking on the screen, 26, 30 cents for the extra egg. I got the food. I said, man, Firestone ain't open up yet. I go eat it right here.
Yeah.
Parked in the parking lot. Went to open up, Brandon. Ain't shit on the damn. Brandon ain't nothing on the bun, Brandon.
Yeah. But do you think if you talk to the AI, they would have got it right?
They would have got it right.
Yeah.
I went in there and looked at the man. Now, the gay man took my money. I went in there and looked at the man. I said, hey, man, I'm missing this, and this.
Yeah.
First, can I get a side order of bacon and a side order of egg? I'll put it on the biscuit myself.
Yeah, myself.
Yeah. She looking at me. The gay guy up here way in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why people can't, if you have a problem, it's Brandon, I'm missing the egg and the bacon. Could you give us the egg and the bacon?
Oh yeah, no problem.
No,
I
man,
got
people
you.
confused, Brandon.
Because it feels like they get scared. I don't know whether people know how to deal with that kind of stuff or they traumatized or what. But like I've been in a restaurant working. You know, I was an owner, but I was still in there working, and people still treated me like, you know, I was just a person working in there. So if I mess up the order or if something came up short, I'm not gonna freeze up. I'm not gonna, you know, look at them like they're the problem. I'm like, all right, no problem. We're gonna take care of it. We're gonna fix it. Okay. Because we want you happy, right? You want the customer satisfied. Whether you got an attitude or not, I still was supposed to give you something and I messed up, right? So
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me fix it. It's not no just trying to figure out. People like to, this is what they like to do. They try to see who messed up. They might have messed up, but they say, let me see who I can blame it on. Because it wasn't me, it wasn't my fault. No, just take accountability for stuff. If you mess up, say, I got it, my mistake. They ain't gonna fire you. I think sometimes people feel like they're gonna get in trouble, they're gonna get fired or something. These companies.
No, they know. Well, first of all, they don't care if they get fired or not. That's why you're working at Bojangles.
You can't say that, but go
ahead. And second, people just like to fight, Brandon. They don't want to be wrong.
Oh, they want to argue. Yeah.
Everybody want to be right.
Yeah,
be right about something.
They want, or they got something on their mind and they want to take it out on you. Like, I messed the order up, but I'm still upset about whatever I'm going through, and you making it worse. You should have just, whatever we gave you in the bag, you should have just took it and left. We don't care if we shorted you and you overpaid for what you got. That's on you. You shouldn't have came to Bojangles.
Brandon, I had to walk to two homeless men out there at the front door smoking a cigarette. You know?
Yeah. So did you have to go? You went inside, you parked and went inside?
Yes, I parked because I was going to utilize the ketchup in the car. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the ketchup and drive.
Yeah.
But thank God, you see, I got in my steps. Because if I drove off, I wasn't coming back.
right.
But I stayed.
And you would have ate it.
Yeah, I stayed there.
Yeah. I think, and we hit some fast food restaurants on our road trip, and you know, we had to go back through the line for some stuff. I think it was some ketchup, or you know, just they just forgot certain things, and I go through, but like, hey, can we get some of this? It just wasn't in the bag. It's no big deal. Just want to get it. They were fine with it, but I have experience with the people. They, just looking at you like you messed up or something, like, or where you came from. I'm like, I was just in a line less than a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? You remember me. You should remember my face. But
here's a fact based on my experience. If I am not at Chick-fil-A, and a black person handing you my food, it ain't no napkins and no ketchup in the damn bag, Brandon.
Right.
100% 26, Brandon.
You feel like they gonna miss something.
No napkins, no ketchup.
Yeah.
They take the food, they disappear in the air out the window.
Yeah. And sometimes if you be like, can I get a straw or something like that? They be like, it's in the bag. It could possibly be that you didn't put it in the bag, but for some reason people feel like they so right and they always right and they know better. They couldn't have made a mistake. What's the big deal if I ask, hey, can I get it wasn't a straw in here, can I get another straw?
You stopping their bonus, Brandon. You stopping their bonus. If they give you that extra straw, they don't get that bonus.
Okay, well, how do you feel about extra sauce and stuff like that? You think they should charge us for the honey mustard, or if you go to Chick-fil-A, extra Chick-fil-A sauce?
Here's what happened, guys. Here's the history of why you can't get no extra sauce. All right.
Go ahead.
You had a guy similar who looks like Brandon, but he was in a relationship with an Asian girl.
Okay.
All right. The Asian girl came to his house. What they do? They dating. Came to his house, right? She said, "Where you keep the forks at?" "Oh, I got them in the cabinet." She was looking through the cabinets. They say, she opened a cabinet, 1,000 duck sauces, 1,000 soy sauces.
Right. Hot mustard.
Said, "These my people."
Right.
So she went back home and said, "Daddy, she said, "Daddy, I went to my tutor house." Somebody can't tell who was that.
Right, they wasn't dating. You can't be dating me.
I went to my tuna house, and the man had 1,000 hot sauces, 1,000 duck sauces, and 1,000 soy sauces.
Mm-hmm.
The word got around. Now, when you go to a Chinese food place, they got it listed.
You get
they removed the box from the front.
Yeah.
Took it back in the back.
Right, because you used to be able to grab what you want.
Yeah, you used to grab like this. Give me that. Yeah.
That's funny.
Now they just a meal, 2 duck sauces, 2 soy sauces. This is.
Yeah.
You go to one on North Belt Line. I said, can I get an extra duck sauce? Oh, that'd be extra 25 cents. Man, what the hell are you talking about? Huh?
Yeah.
Last time.
They're working on their bottom line though, but go ahead. If they do it for you,
yeah, it's the bottom line because Brandon's up there, had his Asian girl up there taking all the damn duck sauce and she saw it. That's what happened.
Yeah. But like I said, I get it, but I think it was a period with napkins too. Like people just put out a bunch of napkins and you just take them all. They don't necessarily like to give you a bunch of napkins. They don't like to give you a bunch of salt because all those things count to somebody's bottom line. So correct. They know people, even with my restaurant, like we would have people doing the cashier doing to-go orders. We had it where you put 2 napkins in the bag, tie it up, and get ready to give it to somebody. Some people be putting a whole stack of napkins. Like, hold up. Don't put that many napkins in there. I know you would like to, and it feels like when you're working somewhere, all this stuff is free because you're not paying for it, but somebody has to pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Last time I talked to Brandon during my lunch break, when I was doing in the car, I was rolling up them napkins I took from them places in a rubber bag, get them organized.
It's funny
because I went down, Brandon. I got down low, Brandon. Yeah. A few months ago. You know, I like to eat on the road. Let me grab some napkins, Brandon. I was out.
Yeah, right. And if you got to go buy them, that's more money that's taken out of your fund. So
buy them, Brandon. They don't make napkins for your car, Brandon.
Well, they really don't. The fast food restaurant napkins are perfect for your car. They're perfect for the glove compartment or the armrest or wherever you keep them. You're right.
Yeah, that's why I had a rubber band. Let me organize these motherfuckers up.
Right. Yeah. Do you do that with utensils too, or are you not really big on utensils?
I got 2. I still watch this. I still got reminiscences on Nicole. Sometimes she need like a straw utensils in there. So
that's how women are. They need straws.
That's still in the glove department, like more than what I need. You know.
Yeah.
So, but you never know. You may need a spoon sometimes. You go to you go to cookout, drive off fast. You know, black person hand you the bag, right? You drive off fast. You open the bag, ain't nothing open there.
Right. You got coleslaw and nothing to eat it with.
The milkshakes, Brad. The milkshakes. No straw or no spoon.
Right.
Yeah, drive off fast. Let the black person hand you a bag of fast food. Ain't no utensils in there.
So why do you think we make the most errors? Why is that?
Is it error?
If you don't have my straw or my napkins in the bag, I mean, that's what they train you to do. So technically it is an error. Did you get all my food? Yes. Is napkins and utensils kind of extra? It is kind of extra. But people still want that in their bag. Because if I'm eating a sandwich while I'm driving and spill something on my lap, I need to reach for my napkins and wipe it up real quick, you know, before I got to go back to work.
Now the Latinos, I'm making fun of black people now. Back to the Latinos. When they give you a napkin or a ketchup in the bag, it's one napkin. Brandon got 3 4 in the bag.
It's one napkin. No matter the order size, it's the same amount of
and 2 ketchups.
Yeah.
Now, if you stop and say, "Hey, can I get some more napkins?" That's when they do this on your ass.
Yeah.
That's when they grab it.
Right.
But they don't say it.
Right.
And they say, "Here you go."
No, you're right.
Half of them fall on the damn ground, bro.
Yeah, you're right. And that's what we did because my wife wants ketchup or mayo. You'd be like, "Can I get some extra mayo?" They'll reach over there and grab a handful of them and just kind of drop them in your hand. So you might drop one, but you at least got 2. So
Yeah.
I don't think people want to grab one mayo and hand it to you and be like, "Can I get another mayo?" So they just said, "Look, I'm just gonna grab a handful of them so it'll look like
And
I'm putting a
fuck
lot
off.
of."
That's what they
Yeah,
tell
right.
you.
That's what it's saying basically.
What?
Don't ask for nothing else. Right.
This motherfucker. Mayo
Right.
did. Brandon, nah, you can't do that because you may get shot.
What?
Now, Brandon, did you see the videos of them girls acting a fool in Wendy's, black girls in
I
the
don't think so.
drive-thru?
Did you send it to me?
No,
It's just some viral.
Why would I send it to you? What you got going on,
I know,
Brandon?
right? I'm just making sure because I haven't even checked. I looked at some of the stuff, but no, I must have missed that Wendy's thing.
But yeah, man, we got to do better, people. When you get upset, you don't have to start fighting and wrecking people.
Yeah.
Try to knock over the sodas and grabbing things out. You get out the car, you jumping in there.
Yeah.
And it's all for entertainment. It wasn't really mad.
Yeah. I know I've seen a lot of like bar fights where the club is let out, it's people in the street, and then it's just people starting fighting and it's fist fighting, people recording. Me and you, we've never really been in anything like that, but I just at 40, I see it a lot different. Like I just don't want to put my life on the line or just in harm's way in these environments because it's just not worth it. Like I think people got to care about themselves a little more. Like I get it when you're young, you want to have fun, you want to turn up, do all this stuff, but life is more than just that, especially if you can lose your life because plenty of people have lost their life in a fight or have to go to jail because of a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and over what? Yeah, and over what? Like I don't want us to fight each other, especially, but don't fight any other races either, really. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're here for. And in any kind of argument we have, we could probably work it out, right?
So why T.I. and 50 Cent could work it out, Brandon?
I don't know. That's a good question. I was going to ask you about that too. Briefly, let me throw this up here. No, it's not the one. Why does it always go to that one? Do you know? Okay, it's this one. Yeah. So you think you know the ins and outs of the beef and how it started and all that kind of stuff? Because I guess they were supposed to do a versus at some point. And
no, I don't know. I think T.I. wanted to do a verse with 50 Cent.
He wanted to do a verse with 50 Cent. 50 Cent was like, yeah. Okay, sound good. You know, whenever you want to start it, I'll play along. And that didn't happen. So it turned into.
I thought 50 Cent is like entire. He said that, or he's like, nah, I don't need somebody to do it better with.
He did say that, but T.I. was saying behind the scenes, this is what conversation they had and why he's upset about it. And I guess he wants to go at him harder because he's like, look, we already had a conversation about this behind the scenes on some WWF stuff. And that's kind of what rap is now. You know, it's marketing, is we got to have a beef so we can sell records. And, you know, I guess he wasn't playing along with it, or he just didn't want to do it. And it turned into something else, which is a good thing, I think, for T.I. because his last couple albums they were okay, but you know he's at the end of his career, kinda. So he does sound a little bit more inspired with these diss songs, and I like seeing his kids dissing them too. So
like all that mess, huh?
I didn't say I like all that mess. I do like that it's high quality rapping and it sounds good. Like T.I., we grew up on a lot of T.I.'s albums, and you know he was saying he was the king of the South, and at the time we were like, he is one of the best rappers, and he is our Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Let me give you a correction. I didn't grow up on T.I. All right, people. Okay. I was an adult when T.I. came out. All right?
Okay, so we were in high school, I guess, when
ain't no high school
came out. So
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
I didn't really listen. I heard it. I heard the Pharrell song, but I didn't catch on until probably about Rubber Band Man. That's kind of when I'm like, oh, this is something else. And then I saw he had older music, that didn't blow up because he was rapping for a while. He had a couple albums, but it didn't really do anything. So
I got on 24s. And from 24s, I went back to I'm Serious. I said, dog, this album was great too.
Yeah. Do you think that the first album was better, or it's a deeper album? Because I think I'm just doing my job, and it it had a different flow. Like it was a more raw, young Ti. Like I like some
Which
of
one?
the I'm Serious, the first one.
I'm Serious was written. He stopped writing after that. He just started
Okay.
that freestyle stuff.
Yeah, okay. Which he's good at, but it just felt like it was a more personal album. Like you can tell that was his. All right, I put a lot of thought and preparation into my first album, even though people didn't really gravitate to it at first. So, but like I say, after you
And they
hear
still don't.
yeah, but that's a really good album. It sounds really good too. And like I said, he got an ear for music, and it's a lot of good rhythm on that album. Like the rhythm and blues, like I don't know, like that old school guitar, that kind of feel to it. Like some BB King flow kind of music, but it's rapping. It's soulful.
Yeah, I'm Serious.
Mhm.
We must be living at the
Well,
bar.
we had the no,
We
no,
at the
not that
bar.
one. But he had some of that on there too, and it was pimping, you know, like that on there. But
That's like the older one you talking about. Pussy Poppin' #1.
that was on there.
The one Heavy Chevy.
But like the intro, but you let me
no royalty. Da, 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 da,
yeah, that was on there
da,
too.
da, da, da.
Mhm.
Or the best one.
But you remember the interlude that I was talking about, where he kind of, I think he did it on a couple. He might have did it on the beginning and the end. It's like doom, doom, doom,
Yeah,
yeah. It was some of that on there, and he was kind of mixing like newer sounds and kind of it sound old too at the same time. So it just was something we wasn't really hearing a lot of. Like it was experimental at the time, and it kind of didn't work. But like I say, when you go back, it kind of makes sense.
Okay. But I think these two need to stop this crazy mess.
So why you say they need to stop though?
Because they too old for okay.
It is right.
doing 50 Cent is doing memes.
Yeah.
T.I. is rapping words.
But how do you feel about somebody doing memes that's his age or our age, you know, on the internet? Like it's I guess
childish.
You know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think people like that he does that. And when people give you positive reinforcement when you're doing something like that, it only promotes you doing it more. You know, it encourages you to do it more. So I think he thought he could still do that and win this, you know, back and forth with T.I. But T.I.'s like, no, we're gonna rap, and you know, I'm gonna rap a lot. So you can do what you do, but I'm gonna do what I do.
See, T.I. has to be careful because 50 Cent may put the whiteboards on him. Once he, you know, he put the whiteboards on him, the next thing you know, you won't be shocked. Record it right here. A lawsuit be filed in Georgia County. Allegations. Threesomes. I was SA'd, you know.
Yeah. But these are gangsters who don't do that kind of stuff, right?
Who's gangster? Nobody who's gangster on here, Brandon.
And 50 Cent, he's not.
Brandon, no, he's an entertainer.
I'm going right there. You go. I'm with you. I'm just playing along. But yeah, I think people kind of forget that, like, you should be
as a hooligan, a former hooligan.
Yeah. But he's an entertainer now. Like, I think Dirk was an entertainer, but I think sometimes when you got people in your ear trying to have you doing certain stuff, you revert back to your street ways, and then you end up incarcerated. So
Dirk is an imbecile. All right.
Okay. Yeah. But why is he? Is it because he
should now?
He's incarcerated.
For what?
For setting up a hit, allegedly, right?
See, there you go. That's just foolish stuff. So this is what guys do. They take recording devices, stick them in their pocket, go shoot somebody.
Right. Recording devices and something that has a location on it. It's pinging off towers.
And see, I can't even trust Brandon, people. I can show why I can't trust Brandon. Why? You can't never trust a person who's videotaping in regular life all the time. Glasses, cameras, walking around all the time.
Well, why not? Ready to stitch. But listen, I'll do the regular stuff. I'll record the regular stuff, and I think people don't record the regular stuff. But time a fight, a crime starts, that's when people start pulling out their phones. But when a crime starts, I don't pick up my phone. I don't record anything. I mind my business. That's the difference. But I do I see some of the memes, especially with the meta glasses. They say if you see somebody with meta glasses, so they'll possibly wear a wire or something like that. I think that's what they said.
Because you never trust a person who's recording in real life instead of enjoying their life. Huh?
Right. Where's my camera? This is how I walk around. And when I told you about the security guard, I just kind of was holding it like this and letting the thing record as I get my walk in. And the security guard ran up on me and asked me, was I recording? And
now, said, Brady, you can run up on you, Brady. He walked you down. All right.
He walked you down.
He walked you down. Huh? And you had to get it. You got to stay alive quick. To get him out of That's what you do. Should I walk down? When you're scared, you lie. Woo!
So should I have told him the truth? What if I said, yes, I'm recording?
Brandon, you know you can have issues there.
Right. He's going to be like, just turn it off. He's going to say, you need to turn it off.
No, he's going to hand it over. Let me turn it off for you.
No.
Yeah, that's what he's going to say.
Yeah, then it's going to be a problem. Yeah. So I figured I'll be like, oh, no, I'm not recording, and just go about my day. Because like I said, I was actually on the phone talking to my wife that I saw him. He was walking ahead and I just was kind of looking around. They say, no, he beeline straight to me. He must have knew I was behind him or kind of sensed something and he came straight to me. So,
Brad, he saw you time you get out the car, bro.
You're right. I don't even know how I'm playing because I did think about that. I said they was probably, as soon as I got out the car, because I was probably walking around for about 7 minutes before he stopped me. So I probably made it halfway around. Well, no, I probably made it about halfway around the property before he stopped me.
That man was on his cell phone in a chair. Looked out the window. You know how it works, right? The heck?
But what?
At the shoplift.
Huh? No shops was open though. Nothing was open. I guess that's more recent.
Oh, even worse. You better bust the window out and loot.
Right.
Yeah, even worse.
Yeah, and I had on all black, so I possibly could.
Yeah,
I look suspicious. I guess if you in all black, sunglasses, I had a Nike cap on too.
Brandon, you look suspicious time you turn 3 years old in America, Brandon. Time you turn 3, you suspect.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in people, they did a study. They took like 4-year-olds, put them around the table, and they said, point to the person who looks the most suspicious. Different demographics.
Yeah.
Everybody, including the black people, say that black person over there, that black kid over here looks suspicious.
Yeah. But
is that up?
Yeah, but where does that come from? That comes from environment, comes from television.
It's society, Brandon. Brandon, you are bred to hate yourself, and you kind of do, don't you?
I don't, but some programming you can fight, but deep down inside, it's still in you, like we second guess ourselves automatically just because the society we in, you know what I'm saying? So if I saw me walking down the street, I'm gonna think a certain way, opposed to if I saw somebody that's a wonderful person walking down the street. But depending on their characteristics, that's gonna change whether it's a threat or you're not gonna worry about them, right?
There you go. Let's base this. White guy in a suit. You scared, Brandon?
No, I should be, but no, I'm not scared.
Black guy in a suit. You scared?
No, I'm not scared.
All right, white guy, cut off sleeves. Camel shorts, and there's 3 of them. Are you concerned?
Oh yeah, I'm concerned for sure.
In a busted up truck.
A pickup truck, yeah.
All right. Black guy, one black guy. What do you call it?
Pooh
Shiesty in a hoodie. 95 degrees. What you thinking about?
I'm thinking I might be careful because it might be a robbery or anything like that. So,
Well, if it ain't no robbery, we know it's the motherfucker armpit steak at least. we know that's happening.
Yeah.
So,
But like I say, that's kind of how you're programmed. It can help you, or it could have you being profiled too. So I've been like I said, I've been watching a lot of cop videos with my wife, and she they just show you so many, and you kind of try to keep track of who the people that are doing it the most, and it's just like you see
how can you keep track, Brandon? And YouTube is
go ahead.
telling you what to believe, and you believe in it.
Because like I say, people who are struggling are going to commit crime, and for the most part, we are struggling, so we are committing crime. Even though you see both races, I should say all races committing crime, but what I wasn't even going to talk about race, but it's more women doing some of the crimes or having the disputes with officers. That's what I'm gonna say. Like I think sometimes me and you, like I said, we talked about it. When we get pulled over, you kind of know how to talk to an officer to get home and have no issues. But if somebody doesn't know how to do that, if you want to talk back, if you feel like you want to be, you feel like you have more authority over the officer, you're gonna push the limit. You're gonna talk back, and that's not just black women; it's white women too. It's Karens doing the same kind of stuff. They're asking for badge numbers. They resisting. You can't do that kind of stuff. If an officer comes and talks to you, you have to comply because we live in America. That's just how it goes.
Remember, Brandon, when Jesus was walking around on this earth, those women want to be outside the homes, outside the community, Brandon, talking.
And why is that? Because they be busy working. Is that what you're trying to say? In the home?
Because why is that? Because it's how society was set up.
Yeah.
Society ain't set up to. Here's the thing: society is set up to let. This is gonna sound bad.
Yeah, because we was kind of talking about this on
let women run wild in the world, but they don't. But they still are entitled while running wild.
Yeah,
I thought about this yesterday. It's a lot of women empowerment, right, Brandon?
Yeah.
A lot of women, don't put that up there. A lot of women empowerment. But at the same time, with the empowered women are still scared in this world, Brandon.
Scared how?
Watch this. I'm old school, Brandon. Mm-hmm. When you go on a date, what the old school people, what you supposed to do?
What do you mean? As far as how you take care of your date?
Do you pick them up at their house? Old school.
You would, yeah, you would, but you can't do that now.
Can't do that now. Why?
Because they worrying about their safety. They don't want you to know where they live. It's too new. So I guess you have to meet up somewhere first.
Yeah, but back in the day, ain't you used to pick the girls up?
Yeah, you would just pick them up. Yeah. So what do you think changed? Just information or
what changed?
I'm not gonna say fear mongering.
I'll tell you what changed. Guys change. That's the problem. Okay. Watch this. If I tell a person I have a beer or two, and a person be like, no, I don't like that. What you think? Why they say that, Brandon?
I don't know. What do you say?
Probably one guy got drunk. And went across the head.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And that affect people, and they may cast that on every damn body.
Yeah. People do that. They'll see an alcoholic and they be like, you know what? I never want to drink, or I never want to date somebody that drinks. And even if you take a sip, they may feel like you're an alcoholic, or you have tendencies to be one.
There you go. So the things that happens to you a lot of people reflect that on everybody else, even including myself too.
Yeah. I mean, that's normal, but still we do have to be like, okay, I've been through this stuff. Let's put all that kind of stuff aside and see if we work,
Brandon, that's called self-work. Self-work. People ain't doing that. They don't work on themselves.
Yeah. And I was going to ask you if you saw this story. It was two stories really, but I think the girl Diaz, she used to be a model. I think she's like 40 years old now. She went on the podcast with Rashard and them. I can't remember what that one is. Maybe Earn Your Leisure. One of those under that umbrella. But anyway, she was saying she wants to have somebody that's making like 40, or who can be able to pay her $40,000 a month if he wants her to stop working. because she needs to have like cushion just in case things don't work out. So if you're gonna date her, you have to be, and you want her to stop working. Her, and when she says working, that may be like OnlyFans stuff or stuff on the side. If you want her to be a wife at home, a stay-at-home person, you're gonna have to pay her $40,000 to $50,000 a month. Do you think? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Do I think what?
Do you think that's reasonable, or do you think that makes sense to even most women? And her thing is, you're not in this bracket. I'm a supermodel. I'm desirable by the top men.
How old again?
I think she maybe 35 to 40. So
okay, so 40, so halfway to 80. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, that's reasonable for the people, for the rich. See, guys, when you get money, how you get money? What do? Go to Walmart, buy all the baby oil up. How you get money? What they do? Rent out a mansion. Yeah. Hey, everybody come over there, bring the drugs in.
Yeah.
She's that type of, she want those type of man that will pay ridiculous money.
You're right. But is that love? Is that dating? And how much of that kind of stuff should matter when you're dating somebody? Like,
Brandon, it's transactional. That ain't no date. It's a transaction.
But shouldn't it be based? If I like somebody, like we, as far as men, we don't worry about how much a woman makes, right? We can't dictate terms like, oh, if you're gonna be with me, I need X amount of sex every week. You know what I'm saying?
Why you can't? That's expectations, right?
It is, but do you ever hear that? You don't hear nobody saying that on the internet as far as a comparable thing to what she's saying, right? Because it will come off insensitive or inappropriate, kind of like how her statement comes off. Because if you're looking for love, if you want to date somebody, you want to build a real bond, whether somebody makes $10,000 or $50,000 a month or whatever, like, you'll be so glad to have that person. We can figure out the money stuff, because it sounds like she makes a lot of money, but I think she was saying her lifestyle, she wants to keep her lifestyle, and if she has to stop working for a period of time, you should have to pay her just in case things don't work out, so she can float for a couple of months and be okay.
That's understandable. If that's how she living her life, that's how she living her life.
Yeah. But my thing is, if you have these terms and you have high standards, you have to be okay with being alone. And then you can't blame, oh, it's no men out here that want to be with me.
No.
What?
That's wrong, Brandon. When she has those standards, she got to be okay with the baby war. She gotta be, and they gotta be okay with the leather straps. All right.
And they do until they don't get the money anymore, and then they want to go to court and do all this other stuff.
And that's how the game goes.
But it can't be both ways. You can't have it both ways.
It can't be both. That's the game, brother.
It's the game, but is that a fair thing?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you have
it. That's the game, Brandon. You know the game. If you get all the money in the world, would you do that?
No, I don't want to do that.
So you don't want to play that game?
No, I don't want to play that game because money. Because and like I say, some people want to do that, and you see what happened when you play those games and you're in these rooms, people doing weird stuff, and that's just not the world I want to be in. And I don't know if you saw what Young Miami said. She's a city girl. She was actually dating Diddy too before he was arrested and charged, but. She says the man she wants to date, the next man he should be worth about $100 million.
For what? For a girl with a tattoo on her shoulder?
Yeah, she's a city girl, and she's been dating somebody like Diddy, so she needs somebody at that level or higher now.
All right, for $100 million, let's run it down. What you think she brings to the table, Brad?
Nothing. Twerking, partying, doing drugs. Little sex party stuff, freak offs. Is that worth that much money? No, it's not.
Okay, well, the people got high hopes for themselves, but I can tell you, Ain't no man making $100,000, $100 million gonna have a person with green eyelashes right here. That's for a fact, Jack.
Right. And that's what I say. Like you can ask for whatever you think you're worth, but you can't be let down when you may not get what you're looking for.
Is she buried now, Brandon? Oh, okay. What about him?
Nah, dude, because we talked about Mr. Tenderism Ankh. I think we might have not done a show about it, but we were talking on the phone. I was like, "What you think about the Keith Lee?" Because Keith Lee kind of started all of this. I was like, "How you feel?"
No, Keith Lee didn't start. I knew about this way before Keith Lee.
I'm not that part. I'm saying he started the drama. I guess he started the divide. That's when the divide started. That's when the problems kind of was starting. It's like I was trying to give this man some money, but the owner kind of stepped in and they wouldn't allow me to see Ankh and talk to him because he was busy.
The divide happens once the owner picked up that phone and recorded them. That's when the divide happens.
What you mean? Okay, what you mean?
If you go be see here's the thing. You got spokesperson.
Okay.
The Popeye lady, she's paid for life.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. The Mr. Clean black lady, she's paid for life. You know. Time he picked up the thing and recorded this man, he's supposed to be set for life because he's the spokesperson.
Yeah. You should be. But do you think he was like, if you down? I'm not gonna say he was down on his luck, but if somebody giving you opportunity, I ain't gonna say that because he said that man taught him everything he knew about grilling and meat and stuff like that.
Who did who?
The owner said he had a coffee shop originally. And Ankh taught him. This may be true, may not be true. He said he taught him everything about smoking meat and doing all this stuff. This is just what he did. Go ahead.
First of all, the owner don't cook. All right,
but that's what I'm saying. He said Ankh taught the owner all the recipes and how to do the meat.
No, ain't no recipes. Ankh said, "Let's bring some grills in here and sell some ribs at the back."
Okay, but you still have to know how to do all that stuff. You have to know what to buy. You have to know the temperatures and all this. I'm not saying it's a lot of stuff. I'm not saying it's complicated. He could have went on YouTube and looked it up, but out of his own mouth, this is what he said. I don't know whether that's true or not, but he's giving him the credit for doing that. Also, he like you said, he picked up the camera. He was recording him doing these skits, eating the food, right? That was a big marketing part of his business and brought a lot of celebrities, influencers, all that kind of stuff.
Brandon, do it look like Ankh can really cook some barbecue?
Honestly, no, but he may know
why. I can tell you why. I'm black.
He's not big. He's not.
Why? Once a black man dressed like this, he like alcohol and women and money.
but
he ain't went to his time in no kitchen.
Okay,
on the grill.
I'm with you, but I'm not saying
had to work a Weber, and that's about it.
I ain't gonna say that.
He can work a Weber, or a chalkboard. Was it chalkboard, Brandon?
Yeah. They're all brand. That's all.
He can work one of them. He can do that. That's it.
So he was smoking meat. You don't think he was smoking meat?
Brandon, man wears slip bottom shoes and a leather jacket, Brandon, and slacks.
So you saying
alcohol, women, and running the numbers. I know who Ankh is, and I like him. Terrorism.
Yeah. So
charismatic. You see how charismatic? There ain't no person in no grill doing like that. And look how skinny he is, brother. He ain't eating what he cooking.
No, I hear you. But like I said, I think that's what you said when we talked on the phone. You was like, Brandon, he's just one of those guys. We know what kind of guy he is. And I was like, well, I wonder what's gonna happen with this situation. Are they gonna get it worked out? Because the owner was he was trying to trademark tenderism, and now I guess he's separated and he's doing original tenderism now, and he's no longer with the company Destination Smokehouse.
If Iraq, you think Iraq and the U.S. could get it under control, Brandon, easily?
No.
Same type of relationship. If one man is brown and black and the other one's light skinned, They ain't working.
But why
It
not?
don't work like that, Brandon.
Why not? Why
Name the
couldn't-
situation.
I can't. But why isn't it easy? Like you say, if I helped you, I did all these videos and brought all this attention to your business. Why you can't set me up for life? Why you can't write me into some of the trademark, the tendenism? Because I know that came out of his mouth,
Yeah.
not the other man's mouth. Why you trademarking something that I created and the
Because
whole world saw me create?
His people break backs. They don't break bread, Brandon.
You're right. and did you see it coming? Because
we knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Right. Because a
Break
lot of people were
backs.
saying, Unc is good. Don't worry about him. He gonna get this stuff figured out. You know, he Unc was saying something about Martin Luther King. We supposed to work with each other. Everything's gonna be okay.
Brandon, that was doing a contract negotiations that fell through.
You're right.
They was trying to work it out. That was PR.
Right. You're right. Yeah. You're
And
right.
when it didn't come through, now I don't work there no more.
But that's messed up.
And
That's messed
you
up.
and you saw me. You probably didn't know this. Every time I see Brandon's hero of black influencers
Right, getting up.
and I said, "Look at these junk jiving niggas."
Yeah. And it's
And
funny,
Brandon hit the like button on every
No.
single one of them.
No, I can't stand that. I was gonna send you the video because I'm pretty sure you saw him. It's a big, swole, muscular guy, and he'll go eat the food, take big bites, and start dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I hate seeing that. And I was thinking, like, you just don't see other races doing that kind of stuff. It may be some out there doing that, but we know the history behind that kind of stuff, and it's just not, it's nasty, really, and we got to stop doing it. And even with tendenism, I ain't like seeing that. Like, I get people like that, and it's so good, it's falling off the bone, got to get up, like. But at the end of the day, we got to be careful when we're doing stuff like that, and we're not the owners of it. Like
Des Banks, right?
Yeah, Desi Banks. Mhm.
What's the man says? Scraping the pot scraper.
I don't
Florida
know.
rapper who said fell off big. He was in took a hotel picture.
Oh, Boss Man D-Lo.
Boss Man D-Lo. A countless celebrities. They came down there.
Yeah.
Took a picture with make video off of and the white man is getting
Profiting
all the money.
Yeah, right.
What's your man who looked like you who did a taste testing?
I was gonna say I don't. Oh yeah, Keith Lee. Yeah.
The man said, "Let me get 4,000 or something."
Yeah, 4,000.
Time that happened.
But why?
Direct a man where to put his own money to?
Because it ain't going in his pocket. He's like, it's a lot of people are working hard behind the scenes.
That's called slave contracts, people. when in America, I say, Brandon, get this money, and another person said, give me that.
Right. That's kind of like
a slave contract.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of tips when we worked at a restaurant. Like if a customer buys some food to get a tip, all your tips add up, and the cashiers get the tips, and they kind of split it in the kitchen too. I would love to get the tips because it's my business, right? But those tips aren't for me. It's for the people who work there, right?
Allegedly.
Yeah. And if somebody comes into that restaurant when I was owning it, they say, I want to give that cashier some money. Can they do that? Yes, they can. I can't. I'll be like, no, I'm not. Either you give it to me and let me divide it, or you can't give it to this person at all. You can't do that.
And you say that to me, it's a fight right then. Because you just violate my damn human rights. Now you can tell me when to put my motherfucking money on.
Right. And trying to act like he can't come out to get the money, Who's not coming outside to get some money? Somebody say, hey, it's some money outside. And it's not no setup or anything like that. I just think that was a bad decision. Like, this might have, I'm not gonna say it was gonna go away, because this is ultimately what's gonna happen, because he's pimping this man out. He got him dancing, dropping the bone, doing all that stuff, and he doesn't have any ownership or any paperwork where he's getting a percentage of the restaurant. So
Yeah, he need to get a 1/4% of every person who comes up, every person who sits down there. He get a quarter of 1%.
Because why would anybody be coming to this restaurant? We all saw this man on the internet doing this stuff, doing all these skits, being in front of the camera. That's why we came. Because it's 10,000 barbecue places you can go to.
That's better.
That's better in my opinion.
Yeah.
But we're going to this one in particular in California, wherever it is, because of this man on the screen. And because he created a term called tendenism. And we always create these terms, we create style, fashion, and we don't own it, and somebody else is profiting off of it. So I just wanted to see what you thought about it. I know we like I said, we talked about it briefly, but
yeah, I knew what was going on from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust an Arabian guy to break it.
Go was back doing a coffee shop. Yeah, it was doing a coffee shop first, and now
my parents was doing a coffee shop. He was about to fail.
Right.
Till the man said, "Let's get some Charboro grills, put them in the back, throw some ribs and gumbo, on the side."
Right.
Yeah.
And let's shoot some videos.
Yeah, people sell the smoke. If Brandon had if Brandon want to increase sales of his hot dog, all I had to do put a grill in the back and and put some hamburger meat out there. And people said, "What's that smell?" And you ain't getting none of that. And people will be up in the place.
Right. Gimmicks like that work. Smells like that work. Like, people want to feel the nostalgia. We saw Unc. We can kind of relate to him. We're like, oh yeah, I know somebody in my family. I've been to a family reunion and saw a man like that.
Let me go down who he was to a T. And Brandon, that's him.
Yeah, for sure.
Motherfucker, that can't cook. But he could do a quick pick phone anytime of the week.
And I don't know if you saw the video. He was cooking a steak or something, talking about he's separating, and it's original tenderism now, because like I say, he can't say tenderism because somebody trademarked it. But I don't know. That's all I got.
What you want to call it?
Yeah, we can go ahead and call it. I'm gonna try to get my I'll make sure my family's everybody done their homework, everything put up, get the lunchbox, all that stuff ready for tomorrow. So
what's your daughter eat for lunch?
Normally, like I say, she eat rice, pasta, vegetables. That's all she eat for lunch usually. Every day.
We should go to okay. Well, okay.
Like I'm gonna pack her some black beans, string beans, corn, and maybe do some rice, but that's about all she'll eat. And like a granola bar and some chips.
Boy, if she be eating like that in high school, they could look she be just
she don't eat all it, but she don't eat all that.
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Because when I used to go to high school, Pizza Hut, $2.50.
Yeah, we
how much
the Chick-fil-A? Yeah.
And how much was
about $2.50 or $3? No, it was probably was it close to $5?
I think it was around about $5.
Yeah, I think it was $5. I want to say it was lower, but I think it was like premium. So they try to upcharge us. Like, you want a Chick-fil-A sandwich, it's $5.
Now watch this, people. This is 1999, right?
Right.
In 2026, ain't a Chick-fil-A sandwich still $5?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Right. But I wonder how much a student probably pay about that same. They'll probably be $5. Be a round number. That's a fair number for a Chick-fil-A sandwich that they just gonna be making anyway. Well, you know what? My daughter actually they have the opportunity to purchase Chick-fil-A on like a website and have it delivered to their school. I've never done it, but we were thinking about doing it one day.
See,
I need to go in there and see.
Our Chick-fil-A came in a cooler, people.
So
right. you go up there, pay the $5. They open the cooler. Here you go.
Right.
Yeah.
And you felt important. You felt that was a big moment for us because it only was on Friday, right?
And I think it was every day.
It was every day? Oh, okay.
That's supposed to be the only days you came to school.
Maybe. But I only remember a certain day. But they might
have was it Tuesday or Friday?
I thought maybe it was only like one day. I can't remember though.
Well, shit, I could have spent all my money on
Yeah,
that.
that's a
See,
lot of money.
yeah, every day. See, Brandon could have spent 50 cents on lunch inside. We did that
Yeah.
freshman year.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
go ahead. What you about to
you
say?
go up there and get you 3 slices of Pizza Hut pizza, $7.25.
Right.
You know, and get
And
you a
that's when
Fanta.
you had a job too, right?
Yeah,
You were
a
working at
Fanta
CVS.
drink.
Mhm.
Shit. And
But
that's
you know
when
what
the
I
Fantas used to
was
be
gonna
good.
say? I was walking into Walmart and I just happened to notice it was two black dudes that was working and they both had Jordans on. I was like, oh yeah, I remember working at Food Lion. Had you wearing your good Jordans that you just bought to work, and how important that was to us. I think Eric might have did the same thing, but it's just working hard back then for that money and thinking about stuff that you wanted to spend it on. I don't know. It just felt like we didn't. Did you feel like you had enough money to buy to get the stuff that you wanted to get?
Brandon had 2 jobs, Brandon, and selling on the side. I was fine.
You was fine, okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
I
my
was trying to-
parents was good. They didn't want no money from me. I was fine.
I just remember I was like, dang, I gotta get these speakers in my car. And the way I was budgeting my money, I couldn't do it. I shouldn't say luckily, but the only way I got speakers in my car is because I found that purse in the Food Lion parking lot. Now, we talked about that and how a mistake that was. And if I could go back, I would change it. But that was the only way I got speakers in my car.
Brandon lying. Brandon, now Walmart at one time they did like a speaker box.
Yeah.
That you get some
Yeah,
8s
Road
in
Gear. Yeah.
Nah,
You
you
remember
get
that?
like it was like some 8s for like $50 or something. Brandon took those 8s and the Road Gear, took the speakers that had no amplifier, took the speaker wires and plugged them straight up. I said, yeah, them things hitting off
It
a
was
factory
little-
radio.
Yeah. Because I didn't really know about speakers until y'all introduced me to it technically. And I'm like, okay, well, Lewis is getting JLs or JBLs from Circuit City. I was like, okay.
I didn't get no damn JBLs, bro.
So what did you get? What'd you get? Oh no, you got MTX. My bad.
Yes,
Yeah,
trying
okay.
to play B. I had to get something to hit.
So did MTX, they sell that at Norton's or did they sell that at Circuit City?
They originally sold it at Norton's, then they gradually went to Circuit City. But the quality kind I got, Circuit City wouldn't sell those.
Okay.
So you had to go to Norton's, the 5000 series.
Okay. But I do remember that. I'm like, okay, Lewis is getting those. Let me try to figure out. I was like, well, I kind of like the Rockford Fosgate or whatever they were. I was like, I'm gonna try to get those. And I think I got some 10s. And like you said, I just hooked them to the CD player. And that was my base for a while until I got my amp and got it installed and all that kind of stuff. But
I don't remember you getting the amp.
I got it from that place. I'm trying to think. It's off of what is that road? Broad River Road. It was one of them car places over there. And I got it. Like I said, it was a Lightning Audio. Yeah. I went over there.
Okay, yeah. Lightning Audio. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Got it installed in my car. But like that was a big moment. And you were like, I'm gonna get neon lights, and that was just something we were into and we were trying to do. I was like, dang, how am I gonna save up money? Because you want rims. And I'm just remember thinking, I just not gonna have enough money to do everything I want to do.
Well,
but
I had to save up money too.
Yeah.
I spent $4,000 in car audio stuff. That's a lot of damn saving.
Right.
Every watt costs you $1. So if you want a 300 watt amp, $300.
Is that how
500 watt amp? $500.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric brought like 1,000 watt amp. $1,100. Yeah.
But is that the metric for the amps back then? Is that just what you remember? Okay.
Now it's cheap.
Cheaper or
now Brandon, that stuff.
What is the industry not as big as it was?
Do you hear people booming down the block?
Only my neighbor. And I rarely hear that, but
people can't afford that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you even see rims? Really?
No, you don't. No, you don't really see rims anymore, unless I go to Columbia.
People can't
and you don't
afford
even
it.
see it. Yeah. It's just kind of a waste, like to me, I think. But it was a really big thing at the time. So it's like you got to get the base, got to get the lights, got to get your rims, got to get tinted, and you're doing all these on a car, and we weren't even thinking about the maintenance and stuff like that. Then you remember, because I had a Suzuki Esteem. Then it had something with the belt. I said, look, I can't even afford it. I had to ask my mom to help me get my car fixed. And just realizing, like, this is the start of adulthood. Like, you think you're going to be worried about these things, but you really have stuff that you have to focus on and have to worry about. The maintenance stuff is coming. Like, you driving your car all fast and doing all this stuff. I don't even think I told you this, but one day I was in the high school parking lot, the gravel parking lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a fake Honda Civic, right? So I was
you had a Honda Civic.
Well, but before that, the Suzuki Esteem.
Oh, okay.
So I drove. I can't remember who I was riding. I was riding with somebody, but it might have been John. You remember John had the pickup truck with the 20s on it.
Okay, yeah.
So I drove real fast in the gravel parking lot, and turned real hard to try to kind of slide. Man, I messed the front end up on my car, and I had to get it fixed. I'm like doing stupid stuff, trying to show off or drive back.
I'm glad that boy, you got out of that highway. Turn it on in real life. Yeah, it's good you done that. Okay.
But just things like that. Like, you think you get a car, you're gonna drive for a long time, and you're gonna buy the stuff that you want for it. No, you're gonna have to do maintenance on it. You have to upkeep it, all that kind of stuff. That's a $20 thing.
Yeah, that's a $20 place. I got this on Amazon, 2008, $20. It tore up again. I thought it was gonna be thousands of dollars to get it fixed. Yeah. Turned out the $20 part broke. I just put another $20 on there. Sounds a whole lot better. Runs a whole lot better.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. Like I say, what kind of level do you think? I'm not gonna say mechanic, but you're really good with cars. That's something I wish I was good at.
You are good at it.
Okay. Why you say that?
Because it's nothing but nuts and bolts.
It is, but I guess.
And a little knowledge.
Yeah, I guess it's intimidating a little bit, and you be like, okay, well, where do I start? You just don't know, or you just. Some people are like that, but I think you're good at that. You have good management. You got good organization, so you can be like, okay, I got a task. I'm gonna tackle this. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna be knowledgeable about it, and then I'm gonna get under there and I'm gonna start trying to figure stuff out.
Don't get under nowhere, people. I don't get on the cars. Rule number one: if it ain't on the top of the damn motor, that's the only thing I touch at the top.
Okay, but you've taken your wheels off. You mess with your brakes. You've done stuff like that.
I done that because I couldn't shit. It was in the front yard. I had to do it.
I got you. But
yeah,
some people would feel uncomfortable and have it towed to somewhere. You try to have somebody else figure it out.
Now, if you don't got the money, brother. You see how it works?
You're right.
That, Brandon?
You're right.
If snow and this wrist, I had to wait till this wrist now it's acting back up. I had to wait till this wrist get a little better.
Yeah.
Had to wait till the snow removed. That's the only way I had to tackle this part. But it was about to go get towed.
Yeah, no,
and if the people was a con people, you think they go just say, "Oh, this $100 fix"?
They're not gonna do it. No,
They gonna run the bitch up.
Yeah.
And I broke the clip. The clip is 23 years old, so
yeah,
it jammed back up in there. I said just make it last one.
Right. But you got to make do. Stuff like that is just part of it.
Yeah, just part of it. So,
all
right, Brad, you want to call it?
Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. We'll be back soon.
All right, talk to you.